Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a haul in retrospect. I was thinking about what to do this year with those. I didn't do one in January, but I do love looking back at what I bought, and it kind of gives me a little bit of excitement to see these items again. And it also keeps me a little bit on the edge to see if what I bought last year is still something that I love and that I used, and yeah, and keeps me a bit sharp on my makeup purchasing. So here we are with the haul in retrospect. We're doing January and February because last month I was busy decluttering my single eyeshadow collection, so it took kind of my whole focus. So we're gonna do it in one time, so it might be a little bit longer this time. Last year in January and February, I received a lot of orders that I had made at the end of the year with Black Friday and the December Boxing Day type of sales. So there's a lot of nice stuff in this haul in retrospect, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna start with a perfume. This was a gift from my husband for Christmas. It's the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and I love this. I'm used it quite a bit for my standards. I don't wear perfume every day because I forget. That's the simple reason. But I kept reaching for this. It smells really good. I heard complaints about it, and I recognize that it doesn't last a very long time on me, but I don't care because it smells so good. And also, indeed, I just put on perfume for that initial. And what I like is that it does last on my clothes more than on my skin. So if I have a scarf or like today a high neck sweater, I will smell it through the day. That also means that I'll smell it the week after as well if I don't wash the clothes in between. So yeah, really loved that one. It was a great gift beauty wise. The other item that I got myself for Christmas was this smaller camera. I am always filming, when you see me like that, on a DSLR that is big and bulky, and I had bought this for overhead shots, so specifically declutters and eyeshadow swatches. And actually I had bought it because I wanted a family camera that we could take on holidays or just on a daily basis, even, that was not very heavy, and that it will always take better pictures than your phone because you have a 1-inch sensor versus a, what is the newest Samsung? I don't know, 4 nanometer sensor? Micrometer sensor. Nanometers are too small. A 4 micrometer sensor. So this one is really good. I'm really happy with it. It has a tiltable screen. It works really well. The battery lasts enough for me. I would probably go and buy a second one eventually. But yeah, I really enjoy it. This is what it looks like. So yeah, this was a very good purchase and I'm really happy with that. Now let's get into the makeup. Last year was my beginning of exploring Pat McGrath products. So the first thing I bought was Flash 3 in the Matte Trans lipstick formula, and I think this one is my favorite lipstick ever, maybe even. It is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. The formula is gorgeous and luxurious. I love it. It wasn't my favorites. It's like the best lipstick I own. I really like it. And I would like to purchase more of these lipsticks in this formula, but I just can't find other colors that are special and that would flatter me as, I don't know. Maybe I should go to Mariam and have a swatch party again to see what I would like, because that's how I actually knew to buy this one, is that she brought hers here when we filmed together with Megan as well, and I tried it on and I fell in love. So I have now this one, and I also have Flash 5 that I bought later in the year that I really, really love. Then I also purchased my first big Pat McGrath palette last January, and it was Divine Rose 2. Again, I was at Mariam's place, and we did some swatching and makeuping, and I swatched this one and I fell in love with these special shades. It was a little bit more special in my collection compared to others. I've used it. I use it a lot, especially in spring, and yeah, I've talked about my feelings on this multichrome that in principle you see is green, but on my eyes it just shows up pink. So not my favorite multichrome. Is this palette worth the money? not super sure. If I think of what I have on my eyes right now, which one could mistake for Pat McGrath, it's not. It's just Glam Shop, and I love their shimmers as much as the Pat McGrath special shades, and they're way cheaper than buying a whole palette, and they have better colors. However, at that point last year, I was super enthusiastic because that formula was amazing and is amazing. And I also bought Bronze Seduction. Now, this one I get more use out of. It's much more my shades, and especially this shade right here, which is a yellow gold topper. It's even a little bit of lime green or so. Is, I don't think you can see it. Can you see it? Yes, there you go. Is a gorgeous shade. Like, I opened this palette specifically to put this on top of anything I wear. So I love this one more. The one thing of this one is that the mattes are really dark, so you end up having very dark makeup. I would have loved for this purple to just be a lighter transition shade. But for the rest, I think I love Bronze Seduction more than Divine Rose 2. So these were the two big ones that I bought. And then last year I also bought a quad, the Nocturnal Nirvana quad. This was all during her 30% off sale that she does at the end of the year or beginning of January, I'm not sure. She did it this year as well. This palette, the Nocturnal Nirvana, is in my project pan this year, and I want to use it 10 times. I've used it twice, 3 times maybe so far. And it's just a quad of special shades, but quite interesting colors. So this green is amazing, and it's the shade that I use the most. I find that this gold quite lackluster. It's just a metallic gold, nothing special, no special sheen and no special sparkle, just a little bit boring. So yeah, I don't really find myself using it a lot. I do love the green, and that's about it. The rest of the shades are okay, I think, but I wanted this quad and I'm not ready to let go of it. It might be the result of the end of this year. This year's project plan might be that I need to declutter it because I never reach for it, and that would also be okay. Last Pat McGrath things that I bought last year was a gloss trio, and I got the Opulast gloss trio. I only have 2 of them because I decluttered Lavendeering because I never ever used it. So here's the gold and the pink. I like the gloss formula a lot. These 2 colors are very nice, and yeah, I like them. I've used them both a little, not a lot, but this year with masks and everything, glosses weren't really a big item, let's say. I also made a Tammy Tanuka order that took ages to get to me. I think it was the Black Friday order, and I purchased a few more of their eyeshadows. Here I have the singles that I pressed from Tammy Tanuka and that survived my declutter. One of the shades I believe I got is, let me find it. Yeah, Fiersome Girl on the Fjord Coast. It's this one right here, which is a nice multi-chrome that goes green, gold, orange, and red, I guess. It's beautiful. I have to use it more. This is such a stunning, stunning shade. And a nice multi-chrome that, you know, when I look straight is actually a color that I would wear normally. So I made an order there and pressed all of these shadows. If you're curious on how I do it, I have a video on it, and I've pressed a ton of shadows since, and I still like them. So yeah, this was one of them, and I just need to, now that I decluttered my single eyeshadow collection, I need to use my singles more, and I tend to gravitate always towards my Glam Shop shadows, so I need to make an effort into using these a little bit more. More special shades that I ordered with the Black Friday and then they arrived much later are Devinah Cosmetics and Clionadh Cosmetics special shades. So from Devinah, I actually think I bought them all in last year, and these are all part of their multi-chrome. So this one is a Chromosphere, I believe. Ooh, yes, which is a green multi-chrome that goes into, yeah, more like brownish or old gold type of shades. And yeah, overall I really like these. I find that together with the Clionadh Cosmetics, some of the pigments have actually quite some overlap in shifts. I believe there's a few suppliers of raw materials in the world, and many companies just buy the raw material, the micas and the special multichrome raw materials, and then they make them in their own formula. And that's what happens. Also with Tanuka, sometimes I find overlap in that. And I think that's exactly what happens here. So some of these shades are quite similar, and it's all fine. I don't mind too much. In that order, I also purchased Patina by Clionadh Cosmetics, which is this, again, olive green to bright green multi-chrome. And there you go. And I must say that this was the first and only jeweled multi-chrome that I bought from them. And it probably will be the last one, because as much as it is absolutely gorgeous, it is quite a dark base. So you cannot use it all the time, or I find myself not using it all the time. And I prefer their glitter multi-chromes. They have much more sparkle and much more interest there. I also made a Colourpop order last year, and the main reason for it was to purchase 2 liners from the Raw Beauty Kristi collaboration. I had purchased the palette, but the liners were sold out, and then I made an order with a friend to get the 2 liners. This is the shade Spare Thyme, and Thyme like the herb, and then this one is Marigold. I still have them in my everyday little eyeliner jar, whereas the rest of my colorful liners are somewhere else for special occasions, but these are colors that I use quite regularly. And then I bought 2 palettes, one of them being Going Coconuts, and yeah, I've talked about it. I made a rearranged Colourpop big palette, and I took out the shimmers from this palette. I like it a lot, this one. It's a very good eyeshadow palette with special shimmers, chunky shimmers, and beautiful tones of mattes. And then that was also the release of the Wild Child collection, and I bought the palette. Here again you see there's a few holes. I like this palette less. I thought I would more, but it's quite dark and warm, and I don't really use it a lot. And then from that collection I also purchased the 3 lip products, and these are beautiful Lippie Stix in a cream formula, so they're a little bit more creamy and yeah, just like a regular cream lipstick. Really beautiful colors. You can see them maybe in the back right here. It's all nude browns and gorgeous. It's colors that I use quite a bit. And the final thing that I bought in terms of makeup was a nail polish quad. This is from Nails Inc, and it was the chocolate themed quad. I bought it from Nocturnal actually, after seeing it on my friend Joe's nails, and they smell like chocolate. It's amazing. I still have them all 4. I still use them. They're a really great mani altogether, but especially this dark chocolate brown. It's a little bit cool toned. It's really beautiful. I really enjoy it. Finally, there's a few items of skincare that I had in these hauls that I want to mention. One is the Paula's Choice CBD treatment. That was a gift, and it is such a good serum. I used it especially the last part of my pregnancy and the postpartum period, where I really didn't want to use actives. I couldn't bother thinking about a skincare routine. I would put that serum on and a moisturizer, and it did an amazing job at keeping my skin happy and calm and soothed and yeah, good looking. So I really love it. I think the CBD line from Paula's Choice is discontinued, but I saw if you find it now, it's around 40% off in many places, so I would check it out. Then I made a big Body Shop order with their sales, and I bought my cleansing butter, which I'm still using, and the pink grapefruit shower gel, which I haven't yet started, so I bought it a year ago, and then it came broken, and they sent me a new one. So now I have 2 ginormous grapefruit shower gels to be used. So that is actually quite confronting to know that it was a year ago that I bought them. I thought it was much sooner. And then finally I received from Gold Molecules their Yerba Mate Eye Gel, and I loved it. I finished it. A really, really good lightweight daytime eye gel. Really liked it. And I made a Lush haul. And that what I wanted to mention is that Lush has a sale here in the Netherlands maybe once a year. And last year I made a big order and I'm still finishing items from that. And I didn't make an order this year. I also didn't see the sale, to be honest. So I was expecting a Boxing Day sale, but I didn't see it, or I wasn't paying attention enough. But yeah, it took me a year to go through all of them, and a lot of things I just finished now in November, December. So that was my haul and retrospect for January and February 2021. I overall stoked. It was all amazing items that I got, and they were all a little bit things from Black Friday and orders that came from the US that took, or Russia, that took a long time. So it was a really, really good haul. Really excited for all these products, and I still love them all. So that was a good one. I hope you still enjoy these videos, and let me know if you want me to continue or not. Both are good answers. I'm not gonna get mad. I might continue just for myself otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.